just that check, just that check, yeah, just that check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. It is 7:01. Excuse me, my bad, my bad. Um, just hope y'all had a wonderful evening, though, man. A wonderful day. It was a good day today. In the market. Um, I'm getting some text messages, people saying that music had skipped or something or stuff. I don't know. My bad. I was really just letting it. You know, I had got up. My bad. Um, you just skip this part. But this is the recap, you guys. We're gonna go over the recap of the stock market today, and before we do that or go any further, let's get into the description first and foremost. But yeah, man, it's 7 o'clock. So Man, what a day. What a day. This is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the action. So, yeah, stocks on the move. Real key today here. Stocks closed higher Tuesday and S&P 500 adds more than 1% as regional banks pop. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 293 points or 0.9%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite gained 1.2% and 1.3% respectfully. Respectfully. Word. So yeah, man, that's what happened today. March 21st. The market is closed. It's closed at 4 p.m. This is after hours. The after hours is about to close at 8 p.m. The market will reopen at 4 a.m. pre-market. The market will open for investors to buy and sell at 9:30 a.m. March 22nd. We got the Fed decision tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day, huge day tomorrow. This is the day tomorrow. This is it. This is what the market has been apparently, allegedly waiting for weeks. The Fed rate decision. We about to get a rate hike. Some people saying it's 25. It's guaranteed 25. But we don't know. The Fed could have changed it. In the meet, that's what the meeting's about, and that's what it is about. They gotta let us know. So, if it's more than 25, well, then ooh. If it's nothing at all, then ooh. Then if it's 25, then ooh. Whatever. It's gonna come out. It's about to come out. 2 p.m. tomorrow. You guys tune in. Fed rate decision. Jerome Powell will be speaking at 2:30. He'll be out right afterwards. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So. Be ready, be ready, be ready. Today was wild. We gonna get straight to the plays though. I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get straight into the SPY and Triple Q's IWM and the DIA, the VIX, JPM, Tesla, Spotify, Microsoft, Nike, GameStop. We're gonna go over them. But 30 minutes, maybe, possibly of your time, maybe 25. I'm trying to, speed up the process. I'm getting faster each day. I'm doing these recaps. But we're gonna go over them stocks. We're gonna go over them charts. Look at those charts, and it was a good day for late catch true late over days. Clients, everybody's happy in the Discord. Everybody good. It was just plays all over the place, man. Um, when you read the charts and numbers and tune out everything else, it makes things partially easier, But tomorrow's a big day. At the end of the day, no matter what, the rest of the week will be very volatile. After tomorrow, believe that. It's starting 2 p.m. So just be ready, be ready for the move. It's a priced in move coming, so just be ready. Just be ready. But we're gonna get into the charts, you guys, and let's get into it, man. All right, so the charts in the earnings. We'll get into that. Do got some little things I want y'all to see here. What they're saying, breaking news right now. Stock futures are flat ahead of key Fed policy decisions. So you see how serious that is. That's breaking news right now. CNBC. Just expect basically kind of a consolidating move into the move tomorrow. But yeah, just expect that. We're gonna look at the levels here in a second, but you guys see that right there is rolling across. Stock market today, Dow Rock's cooling, banking jitters higher, Fed decision high, so the banking jitters are higher. Just keep your eye on the bank stocks too. Like I said, a lot of people just still don't think the move is over with the bank stocks, and some people think that it is, and it's going to bounce heavy, and so meaning there's a move coming. So it's a lot of jitters with the banks. But the Fed decision is odd, as you can see tomorrow, Wednesday, 2 p.m. To the end of the day. It's going to be very volatile. Everybody's just ready to see what that's about, and um, good luck, you guys. To each his own. Make smart, good decisions, right decisions. Do the right thing. If you're not ready, don't do it. Go with your gut feeling. So, it's nothing wrong with holding. I tell my clients that all the time. It ain't nothing wrong with holding. You still got your money when you do that. So, ain't nothing wrong with holding. But yeah, man, yeah. Let's go ahead and get into the charts. All right. So I'm gonna look at the SPY first. Let's pull up the SPY. The SPY hit those levels today, that key level. um, that's GameStop earnings. We're gonna go over GameStop earnings here shortly. Um, like I said, I don't want to hold y'all too long. I'm already in 11 minutes on you guys' time, so let's do this in the ordinary fashion. And this is a recap, so you don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and don't forget to run this back and learn something. Let's get into it. All right, the SPY. So looks like the SPY definitely they filled that gap, you guys. The SPY filled that gap we were talking about. We've been talking about that gap for like a few days now. If you look at my recaps, they hit it. They're above that gap, you guys. Look where we're at now. Look what the drawing was. You remember that was a top at first. This was a top. This long line right here I drew was a top. We couldn't get above that for some reason. There was something going on. It was a lot of news came out today. The Senate spoke. She spoke this morning, and it was a lot. It was a lot of data coming out, a lot of politics and economic data coming out. So it was a lot going on, and it kind of like pushed the market up. The market kind of at this point, as you can see, we filled the gap, but it's really gapped up. So now, the next thing you got to be asking yourself is, okay, whatever. It's technically a gap fill right now. For as of right now, we do not know till tomorrow. Really, um, if it gaps and goes, then yes, it's a gap fill. But if it just like this is your new top, and we don't even see nothing smart tomorrow, and it gap fills all the way tomorrow to about 393, and fill that gap already. Go ahead and get that started, and we come down here and start to consolidate. You see what I'm saying? Now that's the levels we're looking for now. Next on the SPY, you just gotta nothing's gonna go the way you plan it to, but damn near you can be accurate. If you use the charts, you guys. So that's why I try to tell all my clients. You gotta look at this stuff. You gotta get involved. If not, then you're technically guessing because you're just looking at the share price, and it's harder that way. I started out. I used to do that, but it's okay. Whichever way you prefer. If not, listen to someone is telling you it. At least if you're not gonna look at the chart, that's what I try to tell people. But yeah, looking at this spot right here, man. I'm looking at those levels tomorrow. Like I said, This is what I'm looking for. What's gonna happen next? This is what I'm looking for to happen. Possibly, like I said, fill this gap right here at about 396, 395, 394, because technically it's filled, but it's no candles there. So this is a gap up. We got gap up actions. Like I said, is this thing gonna gap and go, or like I said, 400 with pennant. Remember I said those levels, so we were right here at it. Is the SPY really trying to get back to 400? Because um, the SPX is at 4,000. It hit 4,000 today. If you look at the SPX gapped up and hit 4,008, but we're at 4,002, and it's like, is this the top? Is this your top right here? That's what we're looking at. So a lot of stuff we're looking at, just it's key levels here to be watching out for. Like I said, is the SPS going to come back down here and fill that gap? and just consolidate. That's what we're looking at too. These are the futures, you guys. Yeah, you can. This is so, but getting back on the SPY, like I said, 400. It wants 400, 401, 402, and you gotta really too look at it like this with a clear mind. You gotta start thinking, okay, if this thing is moving up, if this thing has confirmed a bottom, then three bottoms. 390 is a solid support. 383 is definitely solid support, and 380 is your master support there. So, if it's concerned three bottoms there, this thing is bullish here. But you got to zoom out now. Okay, if it's bullish, where is it trying to get to here? Is it just trying to meet right here at this level, 401, 402? That's what you is that what's going on here? And then we'll get a rejection here because prices really shouldn't be this high. But if people are buying, then raise it. So you see what I'm saying? It can go either way here. The Fed decision is really gonna really tell it all. If it breaks this level, obviously the next level we're looking at here is 408. There is a gap fill right here though. I'm looking at back in when was that, the beginning of March? It looks like so. 399, 400. Is it just trying to fill this area? That's what I'm saying. Is it just trying to fill this guy? Is it just now catching up to that? And then it just back tests all the way um, uh, 380, you know. So it's just levels to be looking out for, you guys. Definitely, I will be looking out for those levels, but I'm definitely gonna sum it up here. We're gonna move on to the triple Qs next, but I'm gonna look up. The spot definitely needs to break above. Um, it has to keep momentum in this bullish bullish flag here. This is a lot of support going on. This is bullish. So if that holds tomorrow all the way into the Fed decision and say nothing's going on, nothing bad, everything's okay, things are good. This thing will rocket straight to 400, you guys. And from there, look out, like I said, for that 402 level. If it breaks that, look out for that 406, 408 coming in next. But to the downside, I'm looking at definitely that 395, 394 level. But it needs to break below 398. It needs to come back down. Definitely the 396 first. And you got to break below 398. You got to break below to 396, and then from there it'll confirm 395 and 394, possibly 393, maybe even 390 if we got bad news. You got to think about all that into consideration here now. So looking at that on the spot, the triple Qs. The triple Qs went crazy today. Went crazy. Went bonkers. So we're gonna, like I said, you gotta start looking at all this. They hit all my drawings. They passed all of my drawings now. They're actually up there trying to get that to the that I drew a level of 313. Um, but yeah, it's trying to hit that target. It's trying to hit that price target. As you can see, we're just going back, zooming out. But let's look at it from 5 days. Like I said, it's above that. It's right here. It broke above. It broke above, you guys. It broke above that 308 resistance, and it treated it like support today. And like I said, you gotta do your due diligence now and zoom out. Really, because now this thing is really going. It's leading the market. The triple Qs is. So now we gotta look out. We're looking at 3 months out now. Yeah, back in February here. It looks like February the 2nd, or yeah, February the 2nd, you had a top at 313. So that's where I was looking at 313 being the ultimate resistance for the triple Qs. You break above that, we're definitely looking at now we're looking at 320, and you can start to look at 330. But yeah, 320 next if you break above 313. So that's the levels we're looking at on the triple Qs. If it can keep this bullish momentum, you guys, It definitely just has it in the channel. You know, it could just do what it needs to do. But at the end of the day, really, it's gonna boil down to the Fed decision, man. As well with this chart, just like everything else. So we're gonna look at it from both ways, level to level. Um, so you know, I'm looking at the triple Qs to break above 312. You break above 312, like I said, 313. Good news, 320. 37. Good news, 317 to 320. Bad news, we're looking at about 308 to 300. You guys. The triple Qs will come down, they'll lose $10. So just keep that in mind, you guys. You know, we're looking at bad news in the triple Qs, them the levels I'm looking at. So on to the next, we are going to the IWM. IWM is looking wonderful now. Actually, they're gonna be looking good in the morning. The reason I tell you that is GameStop earnings was terrific. Those apes showed up, but IWM gapped up 173. Here you see this huge gap here. They gapped up to 176. I would say about 178, 18, 19, something like that. That was the top of the day. So they really broke out too. You know, there was a lot of breakouts today, and just basically it broke out and just consolidated the rest of the day. And you know, like I said, the Fed decision is going to be key as well. So the next levels I'm looking at is this level to hold and try to retest that 178 on the IWM, especially after GameStop earnings. It definitely needs to test 178. And good news with the everything decision and everything. I'll be looking out for 180 on the IWM, you guys, to the upside. But not, you know, I'm looking at to the downside. I'm also looking at 175. And that definitely this gap fill right here at 175, 174 on the IWM. So yeah, that's the IWM. The Dow Jones, DIA, they went bonkers today as well. Everybody went full bull mode. This was the adult bull here today. This was the mama bull. You got the baby bull, you got the mama bull today. You got the baby bull yesterday. You got the mama bull today. Tomorrow you're gonna get the father bull. So it's gonna get serious if everything is good. You just trust and believe that. But if everything is bad, then you might get the mama bull taking her child back down, and you know what I'm saying. You don't even see father bull, but we're gonna see. But back to the charts, the Dow though, like I said, they gapped up here, 323 all the way to what 325. So yeah, they gapped up as well. Um, just looking for, like I said, it's still in my drawing, so it's not all the way there yet. But the Dow, like I said, that 330 level, it's about there now. You feel me? See what I'm saying? About $5 away. So just looking forward to hit that as well. Still, that's the level I'm looking at tomorrow. See if we can do that. If good news, 330 being your max. You know, a continuation definitely to hold this area, hold all of this as your top, and you know, have this as your support tomorrow. And you know, that's if it's upside there. If it's downside, to the downside, definitely feel that gap at 324, 323. Don't know what happened. Just took off 322 to the downside. Looking at it to feel that and break back to 320 if bad, and then you know below that 319, 317 if bad news. So keep that in mind. Let's go over the VIX real quick. Let's see what the volatility did here. The speed of the market. The speed of the market continued down, you guys. Wow. Okay, so this is why. This is your answer. This is your answer, you guys. Let's check this. This is your answer here. The VIX, it went down, so the market went up. Remember, I told you guys that it's an inverse thing pattern with stocks and the ETFs. But yeah, the volatility basically went down. So basically, people felt good about buying today. They were confident and took advantage of that moment. The VIX is all the way down here at $21, so it broke those levels I was telling you. It broke the level I was telling you about at $24 and kept going down. This sold off actually in pre-market $24. It sold all the way down. It opened up at $22 and then it went down all the way to $21 and about 20 cents, you guys. So the volatility is actually slowing down and leaving the market. The fear is leaving the market, it looks like. But we do know the level of this level of near $20 on the VIX is still high. So things can still go either way here, If, like I said, bad news, then expect the volatility to spike right back up, you guys, and all the way back up to possibly 29, or definitely this gap fill here, 27. I'll be looking out for 25 on the VIX. These are the levels I'm looking at, 24 on the VIX, you guys. So that's if it's bad news. If it's everything's cool, everything's good, don't look like nothing's going on. The VIX still can go down here. They still got a little gap to fill themselves here to the downside. I would say about 18.99. So that's where I'm looking at it to go to if it's going to keep. If everything's fine, like I said, you feel me? It's just going to keep looking this way. Definitely I'm looking at these levels here. So if it breaks below 20 tomorrow, you guys, that's a key level. $20 below the VIX. The bulls will definitely take this market higher if everything's good. If there's good news on that Fed decision. So that's the levels I'm looking at right there on that. Let's go over Microsoft. Microsoft. They're still selling here a little bit. They're actually consolidating here. They were down here. They opened up at about 275, but they sold off. They kind of were going the opposite direction of the market this morning. They sold off all the way back to 269 here. I got a bottom. They sold off to about 269 this morning. And from that point, that was support. That was strong support right there, 269. It bounced. It stayed back in the bullish channel. It actually went out of it there for a minute, but then it came back, and then they just created a new area. So basically just doubled it. Yeah, they closed at about 273. So Microsoft is still looking bullish. They're just consolidating right now. They actually, if you look out 5 days, they kind of were moving a little faster than other stocks. They were leading the market, really kind of. They're leading big tech, of course. Like I said, they got the bag, so they're going to do what they're going to do. You feel me? Like I said, though, they kind of just had a little, this looks like a pullback and it's consolidating, trying to decide if it wants to retest this high of 283. That's what it's looking like now, or if it's going to just stay here and consolidate and then, maybe go to 278, maybe 280, and then just come back down and consolidate, or it's looking like it's definitely about to come back down to about 270, you guys. A lot of room to the downside, maybe even 264 if it feel like you need to pull back again. So just looking at the levels, looking at the 270 to hold its support. If not, then I would say look out below about 269 and 268, 265 on Microsoft to the upside. I'm looking at it to break above 275, and like I said, 277 take us back to 280 for real, at least 280. If not, it put that pressure on that 283, the ultimate high right there. Let's go over Spotify. Spotify looks like it hit that level. It hit that level right there at it today. 129 Spotify. They did tag it, so the drawing was correct. The drawings were correct. Man, you saw me do these live, if you didn't, check the recaps out. But you saw me do this live. These drawings are correct. We're just going about it as, how it was drawn to us. So it is what it is. But this is what happened. So yeah, Microsoft did that, and Spotify they did this. So they gapped up as well. You guys, we got Spotify had supported 126. They closed there at 128.81 cents. That high today was right there though, that 129 level. So they did tag that level at 129 level. So it looks like this is either this is your top and they're telling this is the top and they're telling us this, you guys, on Spotify, or um, we're gonna break above this and go to about 130, 132 on Spotify. So like I said, you gotta zoom out here about 1 month. Where's it trying to go? Some charts 3 months. Where's it trying to go? Some charts, um, um, 6 months. You feel me? Like where's it trying to go? You feel me? Some charts year to date. You feel me? Where is it trying to go? Some charts 1 year. You gotta really zoom out. So Spotify's like a 1 year chart that you really should probably zoom out and see what it's trying to do for real. This is a bullish flag here. So it's holding its support, you guys. It looks like if this breaks right here, it's definitely going to feel this next level over here. Looks like probably during the summertime, possibly. If not, definitely that little gap right there at about what's that, 132 for sure. Maybe it could do 132 and turn around. So that's what I'm looking at on Spotify. The next levels I'm looking at. I'm looking at Spotify to definitely hold this area right here and break above 130 tomorrow. If good news, 132. If better news, like I said, 135 is on the board, possibly. So we looking to the downside. This doesn't hold, we're definitely looking to the downside on Spotify at about 127, 126. We're looking at the level at 124 to hold. If that 124 doesn't hold, you guys, I'm looking at Spotify to possibly end to about 121 if bad news. So be looking out for that level on Spotify. You guys, 121 if bad news on Spotify. But if good news, 135. So these are the levels we just looking out for, you guys, on Spotify. JP Morgan. Bank's looking good. It hit that level. It's right at it, 130. It's above the drawings. It actually hit 131.74. So we got a gap up. The bank's got some help. And we're seeing it. 127 to 130. It's right at 130. So now I'm really looking at this thing to break to about 133 to the upside now. 135. I really think it can go to about, if you zoom out before all this bank contagion spread, or what I'm saying, I would be looking out from where this thing all started. So that 138 level is key to the upside on JP Morgan. And it's good news. You can bet, that it would be heading there, you guys. So to the downside, we're definitely looking at, if the fear is still kicking in on JP Morgan and all the banks, definitely 128, about 127. And if that level don't hold, we're looking to the downside at about 123 to really 120 on JP Morgan. So JP Morgan, this thing, the banks can, this thing, if it's going to continue to do this, you feel me? If they're going to continue to collapse, then you feel me? Expect heavy selling. If bad news too with the Fed decision and all that stuff. So keep an eye out on JP Morgan definitely tomorrow. Tesla. Elon Musk. Wow, Elon the Mustard. Shout out to Elon Musk, man. Shout out to Elon Musk, connected with LCAOD all over the place. This is a quick little breakdown of where a portfolio So someone connected. We had connections all over the place with Tesla calls today and with LCAOD, man. Shout out to you guys for just listening and learning. That's just what it's really all about. It's free game to me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? LCAOD. But yeah, this is a quick little play right here. Looks like someone had a 172.50 cent call, and got confirmation that this was this morning when it opened up. They held this all day, so they were up. I think that contract closed at about 2,500. So their contract gained equity at about $1,100. They put up what they put up, about 13.40. So you feel me? It is what it is here. Tesla had that move. They broke out. That's just how I go here. You feel me? This contract was way past break even, so it was one of those. This was a holder. It was way past break even. It was a holder. This was a 100%, 1,000%. This was a winner. This is what you call a winner right here. We had winners all day, like I said, through Tesla. Someone had a 150 call. So well, yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot of calls throughout LCOD today, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the clients. Shout out to the clients in Discord. And let's get into the charts of Tesla, though, man. Tesla was really bullish today. Bull mode above the drawings, as you can see. Above the drawings, as you can see. Closed at 197.58. Looking very, very bullish here. Now, like I said, you gotta zoom out on Tesla now. We gotta start looking about 3 months out here. Um, um, 3 months out, looking out 3 months. It looks like it's trying to tag that 200 level now on Tesla. Possibly, I'm looking for that key level tomorrow on Tesla. We can get more continuation. If everything's good, look out for a break. Look out for a breakout to about 211 on Tesla. If everything's good, and this momentum will continue, you guys. But yeah, keep in mind they had a price upgrade. They got good numbers, good earnings numbers. Apparently, it's a rumor. Allegedly, good delivery numbers. Allegedly, it's a lot of stuff. They do got earnings coming up in a couple weeks. I think it's like 3 to 4 weeks. They got earnings coming up. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, just keep your mind. What I've been saying, what I had said under the recap in the last video, is just that I ain't heard nothing about he ain't out yet. You get what I'm saying? To me, he's still in, and even as of right now, it felt like today he's still in. That is Elon Musk, but that's just how he moved, man. You guys should follow him on Twitter if you get a chance. This guy, he's one of a kind. But to the upside, that's the levels I'm looking at. To the downside, this is a resistance level, 197.50 cents. It broke past 192.50 cents, and that was a resistance level. But let's see if it tries to back test that tomorrow. That's what we're looking at, though. If it breaks below 195, I'm looking at a back test all the way to possibly about 189 on Tesla tomorrow. But definitely looking at it, that 195, 193 support gotta hold. If not, 190 must hold. If 190 doesn't hold, and then yeah, you can say we're going back to at least about 189, 188, 187 on Tesla. So we're looking out for those levels tomorrow on Tesla. Earnings plays Nike. We did not play any earnings plays. You guys didn't have any clients that wanted to play it. We talked about it. We discussed it, but sometimes it's just it's like don't be gambling. So we didn't want to play it, and it turned out good that we didn't play it. They kind of hit people with the okey doke after hours, And they do that. This is why earnings is they call it a gamble. It's 50-50 because it can do things like this. So basically, a teaching point here. I'm explaining what just happened. All contracts are chopped and screwed. If you do not have a number on the board, then your contract technically is chopped and screwed. And even the people that do have the number on the board, they're only more than likely seeing half of their equity back, or maybe just the equity itself. So that's how that works. But other than that, if you chose a far number, and Nike did, it did go to 131 after hours, but it didn't hold. It looks like people just sold it. And it went back to 121. This is why no one will win and all contracts are wiped. And it just consolidated here. Now it's opening up. It looks like it closed at 123. It's going to open up at 123. So technically they're down 2%. So everything they did today, they kind of went back 2%. And you keep in mind, Nike is is headquarters is in China. So, you got to keep that in mind too. So with their earnings, you just get a little tricky sometimes. But we're just looking at the level to hold tomorrow, seeing if Nike can get back to 125. If Nike can get back to 125, then that'll be okay, at least for Nike. If they don't hold this 123 level, look out for Nike to go back to about 119, 118, because this is an earnings move. You got to think, you guys. So we're looking out for Nike on continuation either way. So we're gonna be looking at that tomorrow. GameStop, the apes, they had the best earnings here. They really stole the show. Bullish, hold. That's bullish, you guys. So if you would have played that, and loaded some calls, you would be up tremendously in the morning. Especially if this thing holds up to this level and they don't, just sell at the open or a pre-market sale all the way back down, then that'll mess their gains up. But other than that, the bulls, the apes, they won that one. They won that bet. GameStop is up $8, up 48.44% after hours. So the IWM, like I said, that's where that comes from. They relate to each other. It's looking bullish for the IWM. GameStop just helped them out 48.44%. So it's looking really good, man. It's looking really good. Hopefully that can hold. I will be looking for continuation to see if GameStop can try to take this thing back. You got to zoom out now since we're here. I'm looking at continuation on GameStop to about this $34 level. This was a like one of those wicking candles. So I'm looking forward to feel that right here, $30 all the way up to about $34 on GameStop. That's the continuation I'm looking for on GameStop. If not, if this is the top to the downside, I'm definitely just looking forward to back test at least to about $24, $22. Maybe even when it's all said and done, consolidate, dip all the way to about $20, $21 or something like that, and then bounce maybe, and then try to hit that move at about $30 or $34. So we're gonna see which way it go. We're gonna see which way it go. The gold kind of chilled out today. But gold has been bullish though. That's been a safe haven. Silver and all that stuff. So oil and everything. Oil went back up today. Gas is all that. That went back up today. So you just know that. Just know that. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. That's all we need to go over with. Tomorrow the game plan is, like I said, pow. That's the game plan. Pow. Be on the lookout for pow. You feel me? That's just what it is. Be on the lookout for the Powski, the Powsy Wowsy. He gonna be speaking at 2:30 p.m. And you know what I'm saying? It's gonna expect two reactions. It's gonna be one reaction at 2 p.m. when the statement officially dropped. You know what I'm saying? So be checking your apps and checking the headlines. They're gonna drop it right at 2 p.m. And then expect the reaction, and then 2:30, Powell's gonna come out and follow up and basically say, okay, this is what this means, and then expect another reaction, and then the market is gonna just really make a decision going forward here towards the rest of the week, really the rest of the spring, the summer, going into the summer to the next meeting. So keep that in mind, you guys. But it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. Don't risk it all. If you can handle it mentally, go for it. But other than that, stay patient, man. The long term is just about learning. Each day, the more you learn, the more knowledge, the quicker your blessings will come. The quicker things will happen for you, you guys. So keep that in mind, man. Keep that in mind. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all evening, and we're gonna wrap it up right here. I hope y'all enjoyed the recap of the SPY, the Triple Qs, IWM, DIA, VIX, JP Morgan, Tesla, Spotify, Microsoft, Nike, and GameStop with LCAOD. We will see y'all tomorrow after the Fed decision. The Federal Reserve is making a rate hike decision tomorrow, you guys. Stay tuned, stay ready. 2 p.m., 2:30, 2 p.m. to close. LCAOD will be back with another recap at around 6 or 7 p.m. So I will holler at y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, it's gonna get exciting. It's gonna get exciting, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna get exciting. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow around about 7:30 for real, no kidding. But man, y'all hold it down, hold it down. Peace out. LCAOD.